Welcome, bold adventurers, to the Sword Coast, on the western reaches of the great continent of Faerun. Our adventure takes place in and around the town of Phandalin, and we meet our party as it approaches from the north, a few days removed from an encounter with an orc pack, and in the area following rumours of roving bands of orcs and dragons and unrest. Your party arrives from the north of the town, coming down this little path here. And you see that Phandalin itself is a bit of a frontier town, but like a sort of a Wild West town. Wood-built buildings kind of intermingled with older ruins. The old stone ruins kind of mingled in with the newer wood-built frontier buildings. Nicodemus, could you roll for me a history check, please, and tell the people what they see when they look at you? History check. Oh, no, you can't.
No.
Sorry. That should be it now. As you were, Nicodemus.
I'm sorry.
Good call. So Nicodemus is of medium height, of elven descent, pointed ears with long white hair, bright red eyes, almost white skin, and very pronounced canine teeth. His clothes are of fine cut, of fine make, with a leather duster that have all seen better days. They're kind of worn and sort of ratty looking. Like they.
Cool. What was your history check?
12.
12, smashing. So you can tell that the ruins, because of your extensive education, you can tell that these ruins are the work of dwarves, and that you suppose that Phandalin, given its fairly strategic location, just off the Tribord Trail and not far from the main road south out of Neverwinter, it must have been once a much bigger, much more important town. Maybe even quite an important trade hub potentially, but but those glory days are long gone, and it is now just a sort of frontier mining town. As you move closer in to the town, you see a mix of people, races from all over Faerun. You see humans, you see dwarves, you see halflings and gnomes as they go about their day. Nyx, could I ask you to roll a perception check and tell the people what they see when they're looking at you? That's you, Jen.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out how to roll a perception check.
So just in D&D Beyond, yeah.
22, by the way.
22, cool. Okay. Tell the people what they see.
I'm an elf. Traditionally look like an elf. Pointy ears, pale skin, gray eyes, a bow strapped on my back, and a dagger on each arm.
Cool.
And that's it.
Smashing. So from your perception check, your ranger's awareness, you see that you notice that there are no soldiers, there are no walls around the town, there's no garrison here. You see that the people, whilst peaceable and friendly to each other, they all have weapons close to hand. Some of them are carrying swords, some of them have got axes across their backs. They look ready to defend themselves if they need to. But it doesn't appear that the threats that they're worrying about are from within the town. It looks like they're more worried about outside incursion kind of thing. As you move into the main open square of Phandalin, which is sort of, if I can flick it, which is this sort of area here, you find it dominated by 3 main buildings. Yeah. Malfeasance, could I ask you to roll an investigation check and tell us a bit about what you look like?
Investigation. Oh, I don't have good investigation. Oh no. 7 + 1, 8.
Okay.
And Malfeasance, or Mal as they are usually affectionately known, is half draconic and half orc. That gives him a relatively tall appearance, I'd say just over 6 foot. And has dragon-like eyes and has scales in places that would sort of naturally give you armor, so like shoulders, sides, places where you might be vulnerable, but has quite dark grey orc-like skin. Not much hair, sort of tufts here and there on the head and things like that, and on the chest, but other than that, kind of just goes around in his battle armor type get up, ready for adventuring.
Cool, thank you. So with your investigation check, you see that the 3 buildings look to be a sort of town hall. You see that there's a sort of board outside with notices plastered on it. You see what looks like an inn. Probably the only one in the town, actually. It's not a huge town. And the 3rd building, you see a familiar emblem outside it. It's a silver lion on a blue background on a shield, and you recognise that as being the crest of the Lion Shield family, who run sort of Walmart for Faerun. They're sort of a merchant family who own like a chain of stores. So yeah, the 3rd building. This building here is the inn, this is the town hall here, and this is the Lion Shield Costa. Cool.
Where are you pointing there, dude?
Yeah, where are you pointing?
Here,
I'm not seeing any of that.
Oh, you're not seeing that?
Is it-
Okay.
No.
No.
So the blue building, the blue roof building, the big one, on the kind of right side, kind of
Of the big
northeast corner of the square,
Okay, yeah.
is the inn. The sort of long, elongated red roofed or kind of orangish roofed building in the southeast corner is the town hall, and the building opposite that, the kind of larger building with a kind of greyish roof, on the southwest corner, is the Lion Shield Costa. Okay. A 3rd building stands in the middle of the square. It's stone built and squat, with some sort of symbol above the door. Vale, could you roll a religion check for me and tell me a bit about what the people see when they look at you?
My religion check is a 7.
It's not a hard check.
So Vale is taller than average, or taller than average, and she has tawny skin, so not quite naturally any like humanoid color, kind of. Yeah, and she's a little bit furry in places, and big eyebrows. She has really thick, coarse blonde hair, but it's usually covered. Right now, it's covered in a cloak. Her face is slightly covered with a scarf. Her eyes are dichroic, so each eye has green and yellow. She's thin, but moves with a cat's grace, and she's decked out in mixed brown and black leathers. She has 2 daggers on one thigh, 1 dagger on another, and carries a short bow on her back with a quiver.
Cool. Okay, so with your religion check, you recognise the symbol above the entrance to the stone built building, because the same symbol hangs around your neck. It is a shrine dedicated to the goddess Timora, the goddess of luck and good fortune. And you smile.
Lady.
You smile, feeling that this is a good omen and that your endeavours here have been blessed. And as your group stops to take in the town, a breeze blows through the town square. Wisp, can you roll a nature check for me? And
Want me
tell
to
us.
blow a nature check?
Blow a nature check for me.
Blow a nature.
Bruh.
Oh, I think we found our first bit of party nomenclature, haven't we? Can you blow a wee check for me?
You roll the check first and see if you blow.
All right, so you said nature, right?
Nature, please, yeah.
I got a 4.
Okay, cool. Okay, and tell the people what you look like.
Ooh, okay, I'm not as immersive or anything. She's like average size by our standards. She is a changeling. She was raised by elves, so she takes on a lot of like elven characteristics. The only difference is that she has like pale skin and like almost platinum hair. She's really pretty. She keeps some of those characteristics around, but she's now more comfortable showing that she's a changeling. I think that's about it. I know I have like a shield and a crossbow for some reason.
Okay. So you sense the scent from your nature check. You sense the scent of the changing season in the air. Summer turns to autumn, and you're aware of the scent of crops far off and fruits on trees ready to be harvested. Something else, though, something elusive, triggers a sense sort of deep within your brain. Something sort of sinister. But you shake it off. It's too nice a day and you've travelled too far. You bask, just stand for a moment, enjoying the breeze on your face. And the day is yours. Party. Welcome to Phandalin. What do you want to do first?
I already blew nature, so
You already did. That's it. Wisps blew the nature.
I don't know.
So
I want to find out where I'm at.
So what did you say that the grayish building was in the southwest? West.
this is the Lion Shield Costa. So you would know, because it's like as I say, it's like sort of like the Walmart of the Sword Coast.
Okay.
So it's a shop, but it sells things like it sells just like weapons and armor and stuff like that.
Well, Vale is going to walk out in front of the party, turn around, open her arms, and say, "Let's go get to the rink."
All right, sounds great. Let's do it.
Okay.
I would like a drink. Yes.
Yeah, it's been traveling a while. I think it's time we had a drink.
That is exactly what I was saying.
Cool.
So
you're heading for the inn, which is this building up here. So you enter the inn, and it looks a bit like my background here actually. It's pretty standard, but well kept. Clean. The rushes in the floor are new. You can tell they've not been down for more than a couple of days. The same mix of people that you saw coming through the streets, you see reflected in the inn. There's a small group of dwarves sort of huddled over a table for 4, sort of talking in hushed tones. There's a sort of mixed group of humans and halflings just sort of sitting quite jovially, having a few beers and laughing together. There are a couple of gnomes kind of sat in the corner, speaking in high voices, high pitched and quickly, and sounding a bit concerned, but nothing that perks up your ears. And you see a table over by the fire that'll accommodate all 4 of you, or all 5 of you. Sorry.
what time of day is it?
It's like noon.
Perfect. Vale's gonna go sit down and raise her hand. Tavern keeper, bring us drinks.
So a kind of rosy-cheeked dwarven man comes over. Yes, hello, welcome to the Stonehill Inn. How can I help you? What can I get for you today?
An ale for me?
Wine, if you have it, good sir. Ale, if you do not.
No
I
problem.
would like a glass of mead,
Okay.
please.
What about you other two?
I'm good.
You do want anything?
No,
You have to have
no, thank
something.
you. I'll take water.
Some water? Yeah, sure, no problem. What about you, elf lady? What do you want?
I'll just have water as well.
Okay, 2 waters, an ale, a wine, and a mead. Be right with you. And he pops
Spicy
off,
mix.
and he, bustles around, brings the drinks back over in the tray. Do you want to pay now, or do you want to open a tab, or can I get you something to eat? You needing somewhere to stay tonight? Anything I can help you with?
Well, we are here because we've heard of some very strange activity. Have you seen anything strange?
Around these parts, strange is a pretty everyday occurrence, really. Anything more specific than that you want to know about?
Orcs?
Orcs, oh yeah, those bastards, yeah. Well, there have
Hold your
been.
tongue.
There have been more orc attacks than normal, I suppose. Yeah, we've had, some bands of orcs in the area. Normally, you see 1 or 2 through the course of the whole year. Usually when they're getting ready for winter, but they've been coming down from the mountains more often now to prey on the lowlands. I really hope that Neverwinter, that the authorities in Neverwinter send us some help soon, or we're at real risk of our little town being destroyed.
What of your own garrison?
Oh, we don't have one. We don't have a garrison here. We're a frontier town, and we're hardy people, and we're ready to fight, and we'll defend ourselves. But if it gets much worse than this, people will stop coming in, and people will stop and think about whether farming on a frontier like this and having to fight orcs every day is worth their time, worth their efforts, and worth their blood and their sweat. It's
Well, we've just come from Neverwinter, and as
Oh,
far
really?
as we know, there's no help coming other than us. So, do you know if there is a bounty?
that's.
Will we get paid if we kill some orcs?
I mean, you could check. I don't know that if there's anything like that, it would be on the notice board at the town hall, or you could speak to Harbin Wester. He's the sort of the town master. You could speak to him. He might have something for you.
And where would we find Master Wester?
If he's not at the town hall, he'll be at his house. His house is a couple of houses over from the town hall.
Wait, what is his name again?
Harbin Wester, Harbin.
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 Harbin Wester. Wait, who is Harbin Wester to this town?
So he's like the town master, like sort of like, we don't have a mayor, but like if we had a mayor, it would be him.
So kind of mayor.
Sort of, yeah.
What am I
He fulfills the same duty, but we don't like the title of mayor. It's the town's more run by a council than by one figurehead, but he's sort of the head of the council.
Ah, I see. Okay. So Vale is gonna elbow Nyx just lightly, like, and So what do you think?
Hey, we should probably go see the dude about the thing. Get the bounty. Make the money.
What if there is no bounty? What do we do then?
We can
I
check
still
the
want to
notice
show him
board.
that letter that we found in the orc camp and see if we can get any information on the, I think it was the White Menace they called it. Want to see if he knows anything about that.
I am just hard pressed to risk my life when there is no gold involved.
Well, maybe we can make a deal with him.
But aren't
There's
you
no risk.
curious?
There's no risk in talking to the man.
I mean, we got to pay this dwarf too, so maybe he can pay for our drinks.
I mean, okay, how much is my drink?
A copper for an ale.
Bring me another one. Bring me another one. Let me balance the drink.
I, for one, am famished, and I'd like to order whatever your house special is this fine day.
Stew, brown stew. Yeah, you want
Yes.
some of that? What about the rest of you? 5 bowls of that, or
I'm good.
It's very brown. It's very brown. You're like
I'll take it.
Four-
I love
four
brown
of them?
food.
Okay, be right back, and he pops off, and he comes back with actually, as poor as his description is, some pretty delicious stew.
Brown food is always delicious.
Brown food's the best, right?
Brown stew.
I'll tuck into that pretty
How much?
hardly.
For the drinks and 4 meals, call it 2 silver.
Wait, I'm just paying for myself.
You just pay. All right, okay, well, call it what? 5 copper for
It's
your
4
drinking.
copper for the stew?
Oh yeah, it's fucking good
my
stew.
God, it's good. You're right. All right. Worth it.
Sips water.
What's the exchange rate?
So was it 10 copper to
10,
silver? 10, 10, 10.
decimal.
I have no idea how to pay for stuff, by the way. Like,
I'm
how
broke,
much
so I'm
does it
hoping
need?
we find an apple on the way.
Just steal shit, you know? So 10 copper to a silver, 10 silver to a gold.
If you go to your inventory,
10
you can
gold to a
click on your
platinum.
money, and then you can adjust the coin at the bottom, add, remove. It's pretty.
Inventory. Where's that?
Nice. Okay.
Oh,
on
there it
your-
is.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. I got it.
This coin. So,
Still owe everyone
The equipment.
coin from the orc fiasco. The prior orc fiasco.
Yeah, you do.
so how many silver was it? I missed it. Sorry.
You said 5 for the ale and the browns. The brown stew is 4 copper, right?
Yeah. Like you get the sense that he's just sort of making up prices and chancing his arm.
Yeah. Got a fixed up on that.
Because that's exactly what he's doing right now.
All right. I'll so.
I don't know if any of these are cool, but I'm just gonna give myself like 10 of each. So that's cool.
Cool. So your meal's finished. What are you thinking next?
I think we should check out the notice board and see if there's any information there.
I agree.
Okay.
Let's go.
So the notice board's just outside the town hall. You head outside of the Stonefield Inn, the Stonehill Inn, even. And do you know why I said that? The Stonefield Inn is a pub near me. The Stonehill Inn, and the notice board outside the town hall has 3 jobs on it. There's some other sort of, local adverts for amateur dramatics plays and, adverts for, exterminators and, get rid of your rats and wasps' nests and things like that. But there are 3 quests, three jobs on there. Actually, I'm not sure how to share these in Roll20, so I'll read them out. So the first quest is Umbridge Hill. The local midwife, Abra Gwyn, lives by herself in a stone windmill on the side of a hill a few miles south. With dragon sightings becoming common, it's not safe for her to be alone. Bring her back to town. Harbin Wester will pay you 25 gold pieces.
So that answers one of our questions. Dragon sightings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gnomengard, a clan of rock gnomes, live in a small network of caves to the southeast, known for magical inventions. Go there, see what they've got that might help us defeat the dragon. 50 gold for that. And dwarven excavations, some dwarf prospectors found ancient dwarven ruins in the mountains. Have begun a dig, but they need to be warned about the white dragon. Take the warning to them and return, and it's what reward of 50 gold.
So this is less about orcs and more about fucking dragons.
Did the other two bounties say? One of them said that Harbin Wester would pay us. Did the other two say the same thing?
Yeah, they're all Harbin Wester.
They all point to Wester.
Yeah, they've all got his name attached to them, like he's like the secretary at the bottom of each.
I don't know about you guys, but I think we should take all three of these to Harbin and have a little chat.
We were looking for this Master Wester. I see that we seem to have found our entrance.
This man seems to be the source of much wealth in the town.
Aye. 25, 50 gold for jobs is no small change, especially for a town like this.
To bring that up, we should talk about how we handle our loot. So I think that we should all just be honest all the time and share the loot all the time.
Okay.
I'll nod
In principle, I agree.
slowly, as if I thought as if I thought bringing that up was a little unusual.
Okay, we are in agreement. Let's go see Harbin Wester.
Cool.
Okay.
So Harbin's house, as described by the barman in the inn, is like a couple of houses down. So it is actually, so you see the other grey roofed building on the opposite side of the lane, like 3-4 doors down from the town hall on the opposite side of the street. That's Harbin Wester's house. So we're heading there.
Okay.
You arrive. It's 2 feet away.
Okay. Are the lights on, or can we see any light? Do we know if
I mean,
he's home?
it's like by this time it's like 1 p.m. It's like there are no lights on inside.
Okay. I'll walk in to the front door and knock.
Yes. Who is it? If you're a dragon, you can fuck off. You know, I won't make much of a meal. You'll have to just come back another time. Who's there? Who is it?
Dragons would knock.
Well, they're very, you know, they might. They're very sneaky. Those dragons. You never know. You never know. You have to be careful. You have to be careful out here.
We're here for work.
I'm gonna stand in front of Malfeasance because he's taller than
me. You might want to step back.
What kind of work are you looking for? Who are you anyway?
Well, you posted notices on the town's board, yes?
Oh, yes. No, just go and do those things and come back with some proof that you've done them, and I'll pay you what it says on the. What it says. I have to go. You have to just go and do it. I have to go now. I have to go and hide.
Excuse me. We need a bit more information. On our journey in to this town, we have come across some very hostile orcs.
Yes, you will have.
There doesn't seem to be much mention of these orcs in your town.
Well,
has anything unusual been happening?
I mean, other than the occasional raid, it's more about the people who rely on the town that live outside of its safety. We have to be taking care of them. We need a Dabra Gwyn back in the town because she'll need to. You know, we need our midwife. We need her, and you know the gnomes they might have something that we can fight back with. And you know the dwarves they have to be warned. They've been out at that excavation site. God knows anything could have happened to them.
So, are we to deliver these people to you? Go to the inn? Where do we deliver these people?
Bring them back here so that I can.
How do you know that we have brought them back?
I'll look out the window. I've got a peephole. I'll look out, and if I see them, then that's fine, and I'll pay you from there.
I'm gonna look to the rest of the party. This guy is very skittish
Yes.
for a leader.
It is.
If a
Oh
dragon
well, let's
were
go get the
menacing,
people. Let's go get them. Let's go
if a
get them.
dragon were menacing my town, I'd be skittish as well.
True.
I'm kind of worried this guy is not going to be here when we come back.
I think he's too scared of the dragon to leave.
I agree.
Certainly.
How
seems-
can we get his assurance that he'll pay us? He doesn't seem the sort of man that wants to honor
I'm just
these tasks.
gonna look over at Malfeasance and go, my good man, you are 6 feet tall and covered in scales. I think that's all the assurance that we will require.
Okay.
So, which one should we tackle first then?
Which one is closest?
Which one pays most?
So the first one, the fetch the midwife, is 25 gold. The other two are both 50.
See, it sounds to me that fetching the midwife, we may encounter a dragon, and the other two, we may have things that will help us,
Well,
face a dragon.
I feel like all of them has a chance of encountering a dragon.
Master
All of
Wester
them are in the
certainly seems to think so.
purview of the dragon.
Master Wester certainly seems to think that there's a danger to all of these individuals.
I mean, he thought a dragon was knocking on his front door.
Indeed.
I mean, it kind of was. His name is Mal. So the gnomes one though, they had something, or like something to defend against dragons. Maybe
So
that'd be a good place to start.
They could have valuable resources.
Do we not want to consider the distance?
That is a thing.
If the old lady is like, a mile that way, and then everything else is 5 miles that way, like
Is there any indication how far away these things are?
Not from the notice. You would need to ask around.
Okay.
But
back to the inn.
yes.
I need
Back
another
to the
drink.
inn.
Back to the inn. I think
go
that
visit
might
our
be all
dwarf friend.
I think that might be all that we're getting out of Master Wester for now until the jobs are done.
Yeah, he seems too scared to talk.
Okay. So we'll
Cool.
head
Back to the inn.
back to the inn. Yes.
Yep.
Back
Okay.
to the inn.
You find the place much as you left it. Your table's still free if you want it.
No.
No, the I'll head over to the bar actually instead of the is there space at the bar just so that we can get the
Mhm.
innkeeper's attention for a minute?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
walk right behind Nicodemus.
Hello, sir, madam. How can I help you? Yes, you're back.
Over his shoulder, and I'm gonna pop my head up and say, "What is your name?"
Oh, he's a bit startled. Like, my name is Toblin Stonehill.
How do you spell that?
Toblon, Toblin Stonehill.
All right.
Goblin with a T.
Did we took the notices from the board? We took them with us, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll lay those out on the counter, and say, Master Stonehill, we've taken these 3 tasks to finish for Master Wester, but I'm unfamiliar with your geography. Can you give me some idea of where these places are? Do you have a map?
I mean, I don't have a map, but I can tell you how to get to those places. No problem.
Good enough.
Nomengard is. Are you traveling on foot?
Aye.
Aye.
It's 2 days from here, to the southwest, just in the hills.
Southeast or southwest?
Southwest, Nomengard. the ruins that those other dwarves went to, I think I know where they're talking about. That's about the same distance, but just in this in southeast. They're both sort of in the foothills of the Sword Mountains, just in sort of different directions. And Umbridge Hill is where Adabra Gwyn lives, is sort of right in the middle. She's about a day's walk from here, like a full day's walk. She lives in a windmill, actually. There's a windmill on top of the hill there. And kind of her place is on your way. To the other two.
Is there a stables in this town? You asked if we were walking. Is there means to get better transport for ourselves?
No, I'm afraid. I mean, there's not a stables. Like everybody's, we all have our beasts, but everybody we use them. We use them for our jobs. We don't have spare horses to sell in a place like this.
Well,
anything else I can help with?
No.
Not at present.
No.
No. Thank you for your
Thank you for your time.
You're very welcome. If you need anything else,
Table.
Toblin Stonehill, just come and see me.
Of course.
I'm gonna beeline it back to the table. Motion.
In case
for
someone
folks
steals it.
to Sit down with me.
Okay, so
Okay.
we head over to the table.
So the notice about the lady whose name I keep forgetting, does it say we have to escort her back to the town? Do you think she could make it back herself? I think we should stop by and see what the situation is.
See her first.
I
mean,
agree.
If it's on our way, we should at least maybe check out the situation.
Nomengard and the dwarven ruins are they're closer to the mountains, and we know that there's the white what the fuck did they say?
White
The
dragon?
White Menace.
Well,
White
the
Menace.
white menace. That's right. And it's that direction. So the closer we get, the more dangerous.
That is
Maybe
true.
we should ask Toblin what he knows of the White Menace.
I'm gonna get up and go ask Toblin. Toblin.
Hello, yes.
What do you know about this white menace, this white dragon? Have you seen it?
I haven't, but I know people who have. One of the farms on the outskirts of town got attacked and they lost some sheep. There was half a frozen sheep was left, is what I heard. I know some people have seen it just sort of flying around, and a couple of travellers who've come through the town have sort of gone looking for it, but I never saw them again.
Frozen sheep.
It is a white dragon. So has anybody talked about how large it is? And it only attacked the sheep?
Yeah, I mean, it took a few sheep. There was half a frozen sheep left after it had taken a few. I mean, I'm not a dragon expert. I couldn't really tell you. How do you tell the difference between an old one and a young one, or a big one and a wee one? I don't know.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Y'all gonna break Toblin?
Tell us more, Toblin. Tell us everything.
Okay. Thank you.
Worries.
And I walk back to the table. So what do we think of the plan? We go to the old lady, we tell her to go home. I'm not home, but we tell her to go to the town, and then we go down. My problem is that we are not delivering the old lady and collecting before we go again. So then I don't know if we'll lose out.
It might be more dangerous, but it also might be more efficient if we visited one of the further sites and then visited the midwife on the way back.
Mm-hmm.
That is smart.
My preference would be find out what the dwarves may have to help us fight the dragon. Was it the dwarves or the...
I
The
do
the
like
gnomes.
the ruins.
No.
The gnomes had the had the potential to have tools for fighting the dragon. Though I agree, if the town is that worried, we may wish to make that a priority.
Hmm.
Was
I
it
like
on
the
the
idea of seeing
notice
them
that
first.
the gnomes had
Hmm?
tools? Was it on the notice?
Yeah, we don't know what tools, but apparently
It's-
they may
They
have.
didn't. Yeah, it said that they might.
It just said they might have
Um,
something with which to defeat the dragon.
What do the dwarves want from us?
We just have to warn
You
them.
just
I
have to
think.
warn them.
Oh,
Oh, okay. I think stopping by with the old lady on the way back is the better idea. You're right. You're
Mm.
right.
As I said, possibly more dangerous, but more efficient.
Mm-hmm.
I am
Okay.
all about efficiency.
Okay. So
Before we set off, did anyone else notice the Lion and Shield store? Should we?
I have
Go there
barely,
and tool
barely
it?
any money. There's no reason for me to
Yeah.
go to the store.
so
I'm
back to the
broke.
earlier conversation about sharing loot.
Moving forward,
Mhm.
moving forward.
No. I owe everyone except Vale silver, right, from the work thing,
No,
and I
moving
haven't.
forward from now to the future. Nyx, calm down, calm down. It's okay.
You don't owe us any money. It's fine.
We don't know anybody.
I was just going to ask if we should set up like a separate group fund, and if someone wanted to
Pity.
be
I think it might be a little bit too early for that. I
okay.
don't know how much I trust most of you.
When we have coin to divide, we best not to borrow trouble.
okay.
I mean, we just recently met. We don't have to. We're not a family or anything.
This is true. Right. Well, should we stay somewhere the night first and set off in morning, or do we need to go now? What situation are we in that
Say it's
in
like-
that respect?
So
It
the dwarven excavation is 2 days walk, so it will involve a night camped out,
I was gonna say
Um,
we're probably gonna have to find a place.
and it's about it's say sort of 2 p.m. by now. So it isn't going.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say it is going to involve a night camped out. You could do it in a day without camping out, but the chances are you're going to be pretty knackered by the time you get there. You'd need to do it at fast pace.
I think
To
that
get
we
there in a
should
day.
leave now,
I think
camp
so
out
too.
at night, wake up, continue our trek, camp out again, wake up, and get there during the day.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I tend to agree with that.
On our second night, though, we will have to be very careful because we will be closer to the mountains.
those in the know seem to believe that time is of the essence. We should act accordingly.
Okay, so it's agreed then.
So that's
We'll
the
head
call.
out as soon as possible.
We're going to head. We're going to take on dwarven excavation first.
Yeah.
All right.
Head for the
Right.
dwarven
Yeah,
ruins.
right. I like ruins.
Okay. So, and you're heading off now. You're setting off now.
Mhm.
So,
Yes.
I actually just should say after our session 0, you've all had a long rest. So if you haven't sort of hit your long rest button
I
on
was
your
quite
character
injured,
sheet
wasn't
since, yeah. So you've had enough long rests that you will no longer be injured. So
Okay.
just double check your character sheets and make sure you get
okay.
a full HP and all of that stuff. Which you are.
And where is that for quick
So
reference
your
for me?
top right of your character sheet. Just there where I'm.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got some stupid thing about.
Easiest way to do it would just be to hit the long rest button now. What I
Yeah.
did.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
10-10.
Aye,
10-10,
aye.
that's max, surely, yeah.
So, here's your map of the Sword Coast
Oh, shit.
and roll 20.
Yeah.
And we're in this, like, close to the south where that T is.
Yeah. So, Phandalin is right here. Well, you guys think,
we
oh,
still
cool.
can't see her
Good,
though,
good that the
probably.
colours are the exact same as the background that I'm drawing it on. So this is Phandalin
Oh, there it
here,
is.
right?
Sweet.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Mhm.
Right here is where the midwife lives.
Oh, I was about to say. Okay.
Yeah. This is where the gnomes are. And this is the dwarven excavation. So let's just pretend
Oh,
that
so
I
it's
gave
opposite.
you. Yeah, just
it's
pretend that I
opposite.
gave you the right directions when we were talking about it
Okay.
before.
So gnomes are southeast and dwarvens are southwest.
So to clarify, we agreed to see the gnomes or the dwarves?
The dwarves.
Gnomes.
Dwarves. Dwarves!
Dwarves.
Ruins! Ruins have treasure.
Short people. You're going to see some short people first, one way or another.
We can go to gnome. We can go to gnome. It's fine. Whatever.
I just want to make sure we agree. I don't. It's a little further out.
I caught the difference, and I did not point it out because I want to go see the dwarves. But if everybody wants to go see the gnomes, we'll go see the gnomes.
So,
Oh, I just thought that's what we said.
in terms of travel time, Nomengard and the Dwarven Ruins are the same. Are going to be the same distance. So it doesn't really make any difference which one you go to first.
Where are we now again? Use your mouse. Thing.
This one.
At the end of the road from the T.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
Okay. So where are we heading? What's your final answer?
Southeast.
Southeast.
Southeast
to
to the
Nomengard.
gnomes. To
Yeah.
Nomengard.
Okay, that's fine.
To the goddamn gnomes.
Let's go and see the goddamn
Oh,
gnomes.
dang it. I forgot to ask about Timora. Oh, well.
I mean, you're still in town right now. You're still
I'm
in
gonna
the inn.
run by. I'm gonna run by the. I'm
You're
gonna
in
run by the.
Dublin again.
Give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I'm gonna run to the. Is it an actual like shrine or is it a building?
It's just a shrine.
Just a shrine.
Simple shrine.
I'm gonna go there.
Got
I'm gonna
that,
take out a silver. I'm gonna kiss it, and I'm gonna put it on the shrine.
Got that same feeling when you leave the first town in an RPG and I haven't looked in all the corners.
And then I will catch up to the group. Alright, I'm ready.
Do you want to
I'm
go around
ready now.
smashing?
I'm
You want to
ready.
go around smashing some pots first, Project? Is that what you're saying?
Check if there's any treasure. Yeah.
Do like ESO or accidentally steal a boot to run for my
Yeah.
life.
No, I accidentally
Get-
step on a chicken and the whole
kicked
time.
out.
Cool.
Ooh.
Hold hands up in arms.
Okay, so are we done? Is there anything else that we want to do in Phandalin before we head off? Any other questions that you want to ask of any of the residents of Phandalin before we head off?
I don't think there's much else for us to do. We don't really have the
Not
money,
yet.
and we already
Not
got
that I
the
can think of.
information that we're gonna get.
Okay.
Are you good, Nyx? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm ready to head out.
All
Cool.
All
right.
right.
Wait till I find
Let us depart.
the DM view of.
Let's follow the yellow brick road. Find us some gnomes.
Right. So. Okay. Cool. I'll just clean the drawings off there. So, you head off from Phandalin. Just a sec. Where is roll 20? Okay. So, you head off south, leaving Phandalin on a fairly glorious late summer day. The sun's in the sky. The smells of early autumn are just starting to fill the air. Set off with a new, renewed sense of purpose, ready to take on the challenges that lie in front of you. Can I have a marching order, please? Who's in front? Who's in the middle? Who's in the back?
Oh, well, I mean, I would say I'm probably somewhere near the front, being the menacing, tall dragon-esque character.
I'll be behind Mal.
I'll be.
Well, I'll be wherever Nyx is.
Yeah, I'm behind Vale, probably. Or next to.
I'll probably be the back
Vale
healer.
stays pretty
Want to
close.
stay behind?
So, okay, so Mal in the front and the rest of you sort of bringing up his rear kind of thing?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you head off down the miner's path leading south out of
Keeping an
Phandalin.
eye out for enemies.
Okay.
Always.
Roll a perception check for me.
Dang it.
Was that for,
Shit, 12.
was that for all of us or just for Vale?
Just for feel.
Okay.
A 12.
Yeah. Above average.
Everything seems okay. There's nothing around that you seem particularly worried about.
I makes me feel better. When he was describing how nice everything was, I was like, we're going to die. That's the only
This is a trap.
Gonna bleed out in the sunset.
Too nice.
Cool. Yeah, no, everything seems okay. There's nothing nothing immediately on your radar. So you're now sort of heading towards Nomengard. The route that you would be taking takes you sort of in between the grasslands, right along the base of the foothills of the Sword Mountains. As you round a bend in the path, you hear an almighty roar,
Told y'all we gonna fucking
like a
die.
guttural, bestial roar, and then this gruff voice, "Give it to me! Open the door and give it to me!" What do you do?
From what can we tell a direction?
Yeah, it's coming from the hill.
From the hill?
Mhm.
As we're
Was-
oh fuck.
I was gonna say, can we see that from here, or
No, you're gonna have to move towards it if you want to find out what it is.
I am going to move as fast as I can towards it until I get to a point where I might be seen. Like I'm assuming it's over a hill.
Mhm.
And then when I start to crest the hill, I want to stealth.
Okay. What are the rest of you
And
doing?
I'm gonna stay back.
yeah, I'm.
I'm not
if-
stealthy enough for that.
Once I see Vale start to move forward, I'm gonna kind of hunker down,
Mhm.
not and not move, just sort of kind of.
I'll wait for her to come back and report.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I think.
So you're-
Yeah.
Roll a stealth check for me, then. Phil.
Yes. Okay. I rolled a 17 plus 9, 26.
It's plenty. So you sneak up to the top of the hill, or like just down, so that you can see the brow of the hill, but can't be seen from the top. You see a windmill. You see some ruins, like a kind of knocked down house, and you see a large beast with black leathery wings, a long tail that ends in spikes, and just violent looking clawed paws, and it is raking at the door to the windmill and shouting, and I'll in common, speaking in common, "Give it to me! I need it to open the door."
How big is it exactly? Or that I can tell, I suppose? How
It's-
tall?
It's like pretty big. It's like
Like compared to like the door, I'm assuming it's
it's
maybe...
way bigger than the door. Yeah, like even if the door got opened, it could not fit in the door.
Shit. I'm gonna wave towards everybody to come up, and I'm gonna stealth closer. Like, how far away? How far away? Sorry.
You're about, I'd say, sort of 100 feet from it just now.
100 feet. Is there, what kind of coverage am I looking at? Like, is there?
Really, just the coverage of the hill. It's a pretty open expanse. In fact,
Like
let me
grass?
let me just show you.
Let me just show you. I know those words.
Lives have ended after that phrase.
Bringing out the battle map.
So, Vale, oops, this is my DM view, not my DM view even.
Oh no! I'm not looking.
No, what you can see should still be, but I haven't.
So even if you showed me, I probably couldn't understand it anyway.
Okay, so
where are we coming from?
So you're coming from like sort of here where your tokens are just now, and you'd be up sort of around this kind of area.
So is the windmill behind me?
No, the windmill's in front of you. You're sort of facing and towards this.
Okay. So then everybody's behind me towards the ruins?
Yeah. No, the ruins are further. The ruins are at the top of the hill. What's behind you is just like the second and third floor plans for the windmill just on the map. So you can ignore that.
Oh, okay. So those aren't like physically there. They're just.
And this dude is 100 feet away from me?
Thereabouts, yeah. So and the black, and it's only still obscured because you haven't identified exactly what type of beast it is.
Oh, okay. So I'm approaching the southwestern, like, ruins type house area.
Yeah, you're approaching from here. Yeah.
Okay. Is that a fence around it, or short fence? I'm assuming.
It's like a short fence. Yeah. It's more of like a it's more sort of demarcating the boundary of the property rather than being designed to keep anything in or out.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Well, I'm gonna start waving everybody towards me, and I'm just gonna sneak maybe 40 feet closer, as low. I mean, is there long grass or is it short grass? Is it?
It's short, kind of brushy, scrubby grass. There's no.
I'm gonna wait then. I'm gonna wave everybody. I'm gonna wait.
Okay. I'll make my way over to Vale.
Same.
I will follow.
Mal?
You're the tallest one, Malcolm.
Oh, sorry, what?
Are you taking part in this encounter project, or are you?
Yeah, but I didn't know what I've got to do.
Like,
if you're going to move up with us or not.
Come.
Oh, yeah, I'm with them, yeah.
Okay, so you
I was just going to whisper to them when they got there.
Okay.
So we have to stop. We have to protect this lady. She's worth 25 gold.
Yep. Yeah, change of plans. I think we're going to have to do something about it.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck this is, but we have to try. We have to try. We can always run and just forget about it. Can
we see the creature from where we're at now?
You can see the creature. It hasn't noticed you yet.
Okay.
Vale's 27 stealth roll is sort of keeping you all safe at the moment.
But we still don't know what it is.
No.
Should we bother finding out, or should we just go at it?
You can try and identify it.
I'm not real good at anything that would be. I mean,
it could be Arcana, it could be Survival, it could be Nature.
I'm not good at any of those.
Yeah, I mean, it's more likely to be.
I mean, I have quite good intimidation, but we would have to open the discourse with it.
It's pretty unlikely that you're going to be able to intimidate this beast.
Okay.
I would say if you want to identify what it is, it would be a nature check. It's not like abyssal or fey or anything like that in nature. It would be a
I only have a +1, so I don't know if anyone else is better than that.
Nyx,
mine's not great.
You're a ranger, aren't you?
Nyx, have you ever seen anything like this?
Okay, so I'm rolling a nature check. Well, can I talk to it? I can
She's the
speak with
ranger.
animals. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
It's
I mean,
speaking in common. It's yelling in common.
it's speaking common anyway. Like everyone can understand it.
Yeah, but it seems kind of upset. Like if I spoke to it in its inherent language, do you think maybe it would calm down, or should we just kill
I
it?
think we first need to identify what it is.
Okay, I will roll a nature check.
Okay.
I had a 17. Ooh.
That's fine. You recognise this beast from its huge black leathery wings, long spiked tails, the spikes that run all through its mane and all down its spine, the spikes that come off all of its main joints, like its knee joints and its ankle joints, its sort of vaguely human face. This is a Manticore.
Well,
I don't know if I should be worried or not.
Yeah.
Well, we
Sounds like I
don't
should
know
be.
what it is yet. We still got to wait on Nyx to
What-
tell us.
Oh, well,
Guys, I think it's a manticore.
I think
What-
we're
what-
fucked.
what do you know about manticores? Like, are they fearsome beasts?
Nothing. I know
So
nothing.
again, you would know everything that you need to know about manticores. Nyx. So manticores are fierce killers that hunt far and wide for prey. They aren't particularly bright, but can converse with intelligent prey. If a manticore sees advantage to be gained by sparing a creature's life, it does so, asking for a tribute. So you would know all of that stuff with a high roll like that, and your status as a ranger, you would know all of that stuff.
I'm curious as to what it wants. It keeps asking for something from that lady.
Like this all this time, it is just raking and shouting, and at that, Adabra, because she's higher up, she's in the second floor of the building. She can see you looking down the hill, and she's like, "Don't just fucking stand there. Do something. Come and help me."
Gave up our position.
I mean, there's 5 of us. You think we got it?
We can try. Let's just try. We can.
I
always
don't really
run.
want to reason with it because it's slashing at a door. Like,
Well, oh my god. All right. Smiling lady, look upon us. I'm gonna start moving closer. I guess my full movement, I want to go south. Can I 1, 2, 3.
So you want to
4,
go your
5.
full movement?
Can I move
which is,
myself?
yeah, you should be able to there.
Yeah, do I need to re-roll a stealth check?
No, you're okay just now. I'll let you.
Okay.
I'll let you.
Well, can I use my action to dash? Wait.
You can.
Well, I mean, I guess we're still not in combat yet,
You're
right?
not in combat yet, no.
Technically. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So I'm gonna move there. Does he still not notice me?
Where the fuck is my?
God, I hate its picture. I hate that
It's mean
picture.
looking, right? Mean looking.
Oh.
I need to zoom in a little bit more.
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so so it doesn't.
Maybe
it
we
doesn't notice you
shouldn't.
yet. It doesn't
Okay,
notice you
I'm-
yet because it's really preoccupied with
Okay.
trying to get in
Oh.
to get to Adabra.
I'm gonna wait for everybody else to do something.
Okay, so let's say for now, I'll let you all sort of have a movement and get into position, and then if combat's the option, we roll initiative at that point, right? Because it's not, as a sentient beast, it's not a complete idiot. It's
Sounds like a clue, y'all. It's a clue.
So no, all I'm saying is it's going to spot you eventually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a question because I don't know how this game works. If a spell increases my walking speed by 30 feet, what does that mean?
So your normal walking speed would be 30, 35 feet or something like that, which means that in a combat turn, you can move that far on the map. So each square here is 5 feet. So it means you could move 6 squares. If you cast that spell to double that, then it means or to add another 30 feet, then it means you can move another 6 squares.
But since we're not combat, I can just move wherever I want currently?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, so
Should
you
we-
can, you can move up. Well, since we're not in combat, but we're kind of potentially about to be, you can move up to your movement, but you can also you can dash as well. So you can move up to double your movement while
I
we're
would
not in
just say
combat.
keep a distance.
But yeah,
Well, I was just gonna try and get as close to Vale as I could, but I didn't realize it wasn't really a restriction, right?
yeah. No, you. I mean, you keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. You can. I mean, you
I'm
can
gonna
move up.
move
You
there.
can move up right next to. You move up right next to Vale if you want.
Okay.
On this. Well, we've got a sort of surprise round
I'll
happening.
go behind her, so that's terrified.
Okay. You holding that position there, Wisp?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move up to this line here. Is like the hill or rise you said?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna move over to the east, I guess it would be, and kind of stay on that ridge with maybe not cover, but
Oh
a little
wait,
bit
that the line he's on is like the start of the hill.
It's like,
Like
where
going
the
up?
house, it's where it's like the contour lines of the hill on a map, so it's just like
Oh,
showing where
okay.
it gets steeper. Yeah.
Topographical
Okay, I
line.
just want to be on top of the hill.
No, you probably don't at this point.
Is top of the hill technically, I guess, where those boulders are?
So yeah, over
That's the highest point.
here. This is the highest point of the hill. Yeah.
Well, all right. I'll just stay where I'm at.
Mal, anything you want to do before we?
Well, I'm guessing I'm gonna be more frontline, so I'll move up. What is this brown line with dots in it that's just after the beast?
This is just like a low fence that's just sort of
Alright,
demarcating the boundary. It's like her garden and stuff. Like, it's just a little garden fence. It's nothing.
okay.
It's not a fortification or anything like that.
Well, I guess I just want to kind of move up a little bit then with the rest of them, but it's probably better that we're not all clumped together. So I guess I'll go for more like the middle bit. How far can I go if I go around here, sort of thing?
Yeah, that's okay. You can move to there.
Okay, so I'm kind of the same distance away, but just in a different position. So, so the beast can't just target us all at the same time if it decides to get us.
Okay.
And we have like clear line of sight of it, right?
I would say Vale and Nyx do. It's probably got a little bit of cover from the rest of you.
All right, I'm just gonna step up 10 feet and I'm gonna yell out to the creature.
Okay, what are you saying?
Okay, well,
So what are you looking for? My bow is in my hand. I'm just kind of ready.
Okay.
I just don't know. It's fine.
just go at it. Like, what do you want? What do you want?
Cool. So
One way to do it.
at the sound of your voice, the Manticore snaps its head round. This is not your concern.
That Manticore said, "Bitch, what?"
Actually, it kind of is because we're supposed to bring that lady to the town, and if you hurt her, it's not. We cannot get our gold. So what do you want? What do you need?
I need her help
What do you need her help with?
for my mate. She's wounded. She needs to be healed. She needs to be fed. She needs to be looked after.
Well, that is a compelling thing. So what? Let us help you. Let us help you.
Why should I let you help me? Why shouldn't I just eat you and kill you and take your body to feed her with?
Because we are seasoned adventurers and we can get their food and we have a cleric. We have all kinds of things.
Oh, just throw me under the bus.
We can help.
Okay.
You don't have to trust us, but just give us a chance.
Make a persuasion check.
Alrighty, let's do it.
Oh, I want to do
Don't
it.
eat me. I'm poisonous.
I have +5 persuasion. Am I
I
close
have
enough to do
+5
that?
persuasion too. I was at
Yeah, let's
7.
go.
So you rolled a 7.
Yeah, I rolled a 2
rolled-
+5.
rolled a 2.
Oh no.
Oh,
You gonna hand me over to that Manticore?
oof.
Okay,
But-
so with a 7, he's not having any of it.
All right.
He's like, I've never heard of you. I don't know who you are. Why should I trust you? I won't trust you. She's got herbs and she's got food and she can heal. I will have her. And
A
he
little
just,
help, please, to my
he just
party
ignores
members.
you. He just ignores you
Yeah.
and goes back to just swiping the windmill.
Right.
Oh,
feel like-
man, at least it didn't attack us.
I don't know if it's a bad thing, but I feel like I want to roll either a deception or intimidation to kind of try and get this guy on our side. What did the
Okay.
rest of the team think is a better choice?
I kind of
Well,
want to ask
whatever-
him if he'll let us talk to the lady and see if we can get her to help him.
Okay.
I don't
Do you
know.
think
Is that
intimidation?
possible?
Do you think intimidation might help him listen to us?
I think he'll want to slash us.
I think you should approach him and do whatever feels right for your character.
Okay. Well, being that Mal is a bit crafty, I'm going to open dialogue with the beast and roll a deception and try and convince him
So what are you going to say to
that
him?
we can help him.
So what are you going to say to him? How are you going to try and convince him?
So we could convince him that, if he lets her be safe, then we will, do our utmost to help solve what he needs solving. But that might not necessarily be true if it's a deception.
Okay, so that's pretty similar to what Vale tried. So you can try that, but your threshold for actually doing it will be higher than hers was. So you're going to need a really good roll.
Okay, so
Okay,
maybe
so
in
you can
that
do that.
case-
You can do that, but like if you repeatedly try the same things, and the same would apply to like trying to pick a lock or whatever. It gets
Okay.
progressively harder the more often you try the same thing. Yeah.
Right. Oh, I don't know then. Anyone else got any ideas?
I'm gonna try something. I'll walk up myself and make myself known. Let's see where do I want to be? I don't want to be too close, but if I'm about right here, I'm moving my token on the map. If I'm right there, he can hear me from there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna try let me see. Deception. I'll try my own persuasion check, and my good man, she's far more likely to help you if you don't tear her house down.
Okay. What's
Alright.
your persuasion check?
Rolling it now. 20.
So he kind of wheels and looks at you, and he's like, "Well, what would you suggest then?"
I'd suggest negotiation. Ask nicely. I understand your circumstances are desperate. Ours are as well. But you catch far more bees with honey than with vinegar.
He just looks confused at you. Starts
Like,
pacing
what
up and
is
down,
vinegar?
snorting and breathing heavy.
Yeah, and then I kind of realized that might have been a little too high-minded for him, and said, "Let us speak with her on your behalf," and then kind of put the ball back in his court with a kind of a look.
Okay, what was your persuasion roll? A 20?
Yeah, 14 plus 6,
14
so
plus
20
one.
total.
Okay. So he's like, just you. And he points at you, kind of raises his paw in your direction. Nico.
All right.
The rest of them
No.
wait outside.
Okay. So I'll offer a gracious bow, very regal, or as regal as I can muster anyway. And my thanks to you, good sir. And I'll make my way forward slowly, non-threatening as possible up to the to the door.
Okay. So Adabra, having seen all this out the window, like opens the door a crack and drags you in. What the fuck are you doing? Talking to the thing? Are you crazy?
So I'm inside the windmill now.
You're inside the windmill now, yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Get back out there and tell it.
my good woman, I'm not certain we can.
But what fucking use to be arguing?
I meant what I told the beast. We're far more likely for this to be resolved amicably if we can help it rather than trying to fight it. Is there anything that you can do to make it go away, even in the short term, while we get you out of here?
I'm not going anywhere. The only thing that's going anywhere is that bloody beast. What does it want?
It wants help for its mate. Food, medicine.
Medicine? I wouldn't even know where to start with a Manticore. I'm a midwife, not a veterinarian. I suppose a healing potion, and I don't have much in the way of food. I'm a vegetarian. I don't have much that a Manticore would be interested in. I don't have any meat, but I could give you a healing potion to give it, if that would help.
I'm out of character here. I'm not sure that would help. I wouldn't know. What would I roll to know whether or not that works? Or is that something I can do?
A medicine check, I guess.
Ugh. That's gonna be a flat roll for me.
Nature? Would it be nature?
It sounds like you could go either way.
Either way. It's a flat check for you either way, so just roll.
Yeah. 12.
You reckon probably. You reckon it's worth a try, but it will probably help. You know that healing potions are magical in nature. You know, you've seen them. You know that they can be applied to, all different races of humanoid. So you figure, well, why would it not work on a beast?
Okay. When she mentions the healing potion, I'll nod and say, bring it. Quick as you can.
Okay. So she goes to her cupboard, she opens it up, and you see that she's got sort of half a dozen healing potions of various sizes in there, and a couple of other, bottles of ointments and salves and stuff like that that she's got. She brings you out what looks like a sort of lesser healing potion, and puts it in your hand.
Okay. I'll tell her. Back away from the walls. Stay as close to the center of the room as you can, and then go back to the door and exit the windmill.
Okay.
Where's the door? Is it
just down at the bottom? It's kind of in splinters down here at the bottom right hand corner.
Okay, I'll make my way right about here, and talk to the Manticore again. I'll raise the healing potion up and tell him you need medicine for your mate. This should help some.
What is it?
It's a healing potion. I'll hold it up with both hands so that he sees I'm not like reaching for a weapon or anything, just kind of offering it.
What does it do?
It makes you better. It cures your wounds.
She has wounds, they need cured. What about food? I need food for my mate.
There's no food to be had for your kind here, unfortunately. I asked, but there is nothing. You would have to seek elsewhere.
Can I
but
hear
this?
Yeah, you're close enough. You're sort of 40, 50 feet away. They're talking loud.
We're not shouting at each other anymore, but you're far enough.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell him, there's little enough or no food to be had here, but this, and kind of offer the potion again, will We'll give you more time to find it.
You can tell that he's
Thinking about it.
He's thinking about it, and he's like, "No, it's not enough. I need more." He's a pretty unreasonable Manticore. I need more. I need food. I need meat. I need meat for my mate.
I feel like Mal wants to step in and do an intimidation and say that this is enough and he needs to go.
Okay, so you're going to tell him?
You can try it.
Gonna try it, yeah. So I'm gonna move a bit closer, so I can be in at least kind of weapony range. Am I allowed to do that in one turn? I don't know this game.
You can move up to him and talk. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna stay
What is
over the
happening?
fence.
I'm gonna back away a little bit.
Can I actually move still or no?
Well,
Yeah,
the unfortunate thing
We're not
is,
in combat
Mal doesn't have a lot of patience for people who are indecisive. So let's
I'm going there.
roll
In case we
intimidation.
need backup.
Okay, so what are you saying to him to intimidate him?
So I'm saying the health potion is enough. You don't have much time. Save your mate. This will help. This will give you the time you need, and we need the woman, and there is nothing else for you here.
Okay, what's your intimidation check?
15 plus 5, 20.
Okay. The Manticore says, "I don't know who you think you're trying to stare down, little red thing, but it won't work on me. I need everyone to roll initiative, please."
Yeah.
Roll the what?
Manticore said it suck up my butt.
Well, we gave it the good old
Give it
college.
the old college. Give it the old
it
college
worked.
try.
Look, we tried to be nice. It's now time to kill this thing.
Oof, that's bad.
I got a 22.
What am I rolling? Sorry.
I got a 6.
Initiative.
I got a 10.
You were so close there, team. You were so close.
Sorry, I ruined it. Where
That's
is
okay.
initiative?
That's D&D for you.
It's
That's
okay.
how it
That's why I
goes.
moved. I had a
On
feeling
your
it's
sheet project, it's about in the middle next to your armor class. You can just click on the
there it
D&D
is. Okay.
Beyond. Yeah.
6.
insert Pokemon
Are
battle
you
music.
Okay.
are you gonna go through the motions or?
Yeah, I'll put a roll as well. So I'll go through it in a sec.
Okay.
Once I've found my own dice and rolled.
Ooh, this guy's dice.
There they are, there.
We about to die. Or at least
I'm
now.
not gonna die. We'll kill it. Fine.
You got 10 health.
You are one squishy little man. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
The tallest squishy man.
Okay, 20 to 25.
That was me. 22.
Nyx, you rolled 22. Anyone else? 15 to 20.
17.
Any more?
Mine was 6. Mine was
Any
6.
more 15 to 20?
No.
10 to 15.
I was 10.
So Manticore rolled a 14.
Eats.
Wisp was a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Nico?
6.
I was 6 as well.
We're quick with our mouths, not with our feet.
Nico, your dex is what's your
Dex is only a
+1.
+1.
Okay, rollies you two. Both roll a d20.
Okay.
You Mal and Nico roll a d20.
Oh, just a roll off.
Yeah.
How do I do that?
Just on D&D Beyond the dice
Is
icon
it the
in the
bottom
bottom left
left
corner.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just a
okay.
d20.
18.
Ooh, 16.
Those were better initiative rolls. Shame that was just there.
I know, right? Where was that
order.
a minute ago?
I know.
Alrighty.
Be hunting sheep right now for that goddamn Manticore.
That's what I was thinking. So we should have just grabbed. We should have killed something.
Okay.
Yeah, but where though? I mean, gestures
Go
broadly
pick
at
up some
everything.
sheep popsicles from that one place. I don't know.
Some sheepsicles.
There you go.
Okay. First up then. Nyx, you are first in the initiative order, so you get first attack.
I guess I will fire an arrow at it
Okay, with your longbow.
with my longbow.
Okay. Roll your hit dice.
So which one of these do I click? Do
So
I
you click where it says next to the longbow, click where it says +8.
12.
Misses, I'm afraid. You rolled a
That's
4.
unfortunate.
Your
Yeah.
dice rolls a 4, yeah, I'm afraid that misses. So you pull back on your longbow, let loose an arrow, and it just whizzes by the manticores just in front of its face.
It didn't even have any meat. I don't understand.
No, that's it. You were just on the water. Okay. That is your action.
I
You have a move and a bonus action if you have any bonus actions to do. If you want to move to reposition, keeping your range of your bow in mind. But I think you have a longbow, don't you? Isn't that like
Yeah, it's
120 foot?
150.
150. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I cast a spell now,
Uh-huh.
will it apply to an attack on my next turn?
Yes. Yeah, so that is it Zephyr Strike that you want to cast?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a concentration spell. So
Okay.
you can hold that for up to a minute, which is like a long time in D&D
10
combat.
rounds.
10 rounds of combat.
A round is 6 seconds,
Yeah.
by the way, in case anybody didn't know.
And then, like if you take a hit, you need to make a roll to maintain your concentration on it. But other than that, you can hold that spell for 10 rounds of combat.
So I would like to cast that as my bonus action.
Okay.
How do I do that?
So you just mark off one of your first level spell slots. So see if you click on spells on D&D Beyond just here. See if you look at stream, I'll show you where to do it. So in spells here, and then if you come down to Zephyr Strike.
Yep, I got it. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so then you just mark off one of these.
She could just click cast, right? And it'll automatically.
Yeah, I just clicked cast and
Mhm.
it blocked off one of my slots.
Cool.
Cool.
I don't know what that means, but
Okay. So you move like the window to the spell range, your movement doesn't provoke. Once before the spell range, you give yourself advantage on one weapon attack, and that attack deals an extra 1d8 and force damage. Cool. Okay. Next up is Veil. That ends your turn, Jen.
Okay. Well, let me. Sorry, I should have been doing this, but I was thinking about other stuff. 80. I'm going to 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, and I'm gonna fire my short bow at the Manticore because we're fucking doing this.
Are you in range for your short bow, 80 feet?
Yeah, it's an 80-foot range.
Okay.
I rolled a 19
19
plus
hits.
7, 6, 26. And then it's a d6 plus 5 for damage. 6, yes! So 11 points of damage.
How many points of damage does this thing have?
A lot.
We
don't
don't
know.
know.
You don't know.
Oh, we don't know.
You
It's
did
not
have
sneak attack because there's nobody. There's nobody next to him.
Okay. So what was it? What was your damage?
11.
11.
I probably should have held my action until somebody was next to him. Whatever. I'll remember that
That's
next time.
I'm not staying there.
And that's it.
You're right next to him. Sorry,
That's it.
Nico.
That's okay. I gotta.
Nothing else for you? That ends your turn? Fair,
That
yeah.
ends my turn.
Okay.
Unless I
it
just
is-
die here.
Oh, actually, no. I'm sorry. I am a level 2 rogue, so I'm going to bonus action dash.
okay.
How big are these stone walls around the front?
Like
a
not
foot.
even an athletics check to get over. You can just jump
2,
over
3,
them.
4, 5, 6. I want to move here. Rogue cunning action, bonus action dash.
Okay.
That's me.
Now it's the Manticore's turn. And
Don't attack me!
and since you're the one that pissed it off, Mal, it is going to go ahead and
Kill me.
shoot. So yeah, well, potentially it is going to go ahead and shoot. It's without moving. It's just going to go ahead and shoot its tail spike at you. So
I can dodge that, surely.
so that is 11 to hit.
One.
What's your armor class?
What?
It's an 11 to hit.
Oh, I'm 14 armor class.
Oh, it's a miss then. A lucky
suck
escape.
it. Manticore.
Missed it by that much.
A lucky escape.
I'm over here like he's going to get crit. He's going to go over there and touch him so he revives.
And it is going to also take to the air using its 50 feet of flying speed.
It's like,
That's a lot.
If I can find the right roll 20 thing, and it's going to right in here behind you,
Oh shit.
and it is going to
what?
swipe at you with its claw.
Me again?
Yep.
How's it got 2 turns?
It's got one turn, but it can multi-attack. It's so that is a 16 to hit.
What do I have to tell you in return?
Yeah, that it hits, and that you're about to take
Oh.
damage. So that's a 1d6. That's 9 points of slashing damage, Project.
Oh,
Oh.
my god. You're
Does
the
that
one
take me
with
down to
Jen,
1?
help.
That's
Why did you intimidate him?
I don't know, I've never played this game before.
Oh my god.
Okay, and he'll end his turn on that.
Okay, Nico's still got that healing potion. You can chuck it at me.
Yeah.
True, I do.
So Wisp, you're up.
Okay, so first level spells I can use, right?
Yep.
Okay, can I use Healing Word on Mal? It's 60 feet.
Yeah. So
Okay, so I just cast it.
you just cast it, and it does that amount. You just make the roll, and it does that amount of healing for Project.
Help! Help me.
It's not casting it.
Did you
Oh, I'm
roll?
dumb.
You just
I'm
have to
missing the wrong
cast
thing.
it.
Aye. So it's you hit the
There we
one
go.
where it says 1d8 plus 4,
Okay, 6.
6. So that heals you back 6 points of health.
So I'm now 7.
No. You're at 7. Okay.
Okay.
So that's a
Seven's
spell. So
a lot
you have
better
your
than dead.
movement and a bonus action. Spells your action. You have movement and a bonus action if you want.
Oh, I get confused about the bonus actions.
Yeah. What spell was that you used there?
Healing Word.
Healing word. Okay. So healing word's a bonus action. So actually you still have.
I
your
just
action.
saw that. Okay, so I could still do something out like an attack then, right?
Mhm.
Okay, can I use Guiding Bolt?
Just a question. Do you use the same rules? Well, I guess I think I read it in the actual rules where you can cast 2 spells, but one of them has to be a cantrip, right?
Well, because
do you not?
because healing word, although it's a
Is a
first level
bonus- no.
spell, it's a bonus action. So I would say that you can cast that as a bonus action and then another spell as your action. That would sort of stand. to
So
reason
you
for
could
me.
cast 2 first level spells as
As a bonus
okay,
action.
So you
and
don't
an
use
action,
that.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I thought it was in the rules about the like if you cast this, but it might be a homebrew rule.
I'll again. It's one of those things. I'll double
Yep.
check it, and
Yep.
we can change that later. But
Yep.
it makes sense in my brain to allow this for now.
Well, Well, I think Guiding Bolt's a cantrip, isn't it? No,
Guiding
it's
bolt.
not. Sacred Flame is. Never mind.
Sacred
Ignore me.
Flames.
Ignore
Yeah,
me.
it's first level.
I was just asking.
So guiding bolt. So roll your attack for guiding bolt, where it says the +6.
Oh wait, shit! I rolled something.
Yeah. What did you roll?
Was I supposed to roll where it said +6? I got 19,
19,
but I think that was
19.
damage.
It'll tell you in the
Did you
log.
hit the was it the +6? Is it a D20 that it's rolled?
No, I rolled
Oh, that
the
was the
actual
damage.
You rolled the
damage.
Right. Okay.
I did find the answer to that, by the way.
All right.
Chapter 10, page, 201, I think, says, a spell cast with a bonus action is especially swift. You must use a bonus action on your turn to cast the spell, provided that you haven't already taken a bonus action this turn. You can't cast another spell during the same turn, except for a cantrip with a casting time of 1 action.
All right. Okay. So you would need to use one of your cantrips then, so you couldn't use guiding bolt. So you'd need to use Sacred Flame would be your attack.
Okay, then I'll do that then.
Okay. So that's
It's 60. I should reach it, right?
So that's that's fine. 60 feet. You're within
Okay.
60 feet. So that's a
Glad I
dex
looked that up. That'll
dex save of
handy for me.
14 for me. Which is
Sorry,
failed.
what I have to roll?
No, you don't have to roll anything. I have to roll.
Oh, okay.
It's a dexterity save. So go ahead. I rolled an 11. So go ahead and roll your damage. Your 1d8.
Wow. I did 3 damage.
3. Okay, cool.
Must be nearly dead by now.
Taking 14 damage.
So
It's a big boy.
So you with one hand, like one hand, you reach out towards Malfeasance, and it, like a yellow, your hand kind of glows with a golden inner light, and you whisper your healing word onto your hand, and the healing power just jets over, takes Malfeasance in the chest, and it gives him his healing. With your other hand, you summon a flame into it, and concentrate on the Manticore, and you see it flinch and smolder just on the side of its flank, and it takes its damage from your sacred flame. You still have your movement. You can move if you want. Otherwise, that ends your turn.
Okay, I'll move like here.
Okay.
Okay.
Nicodemus.
Okay.
Save me.
Question about like the territory, real quick. This little structure, right? Let's see if I can ping it.
Like the little wall round about, so it's like
Large.
Yeah,
like
the little thing right in front of me.
It's like
Yeah.
that's a fireplace.
I'll
from
line that up as hiding place later on.
That's like a fireplace. So the little kind of tumble down walls here is like a ruined house that used to be attached onto the or that stood there before the windmill, but that's like the fireplace. So being the most hardily built of part of the house, that's the part that's still standing the best. But otherwise, these walls are just like small piles of stone on the ground. You would still have line of sight to where Malfeasance and the Manticore are.
Okay, so if I got to about here, would I be able to lean out and see the Manticore from there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In that case, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of, jump or real quick make my way there. Going to use my bonus action on my Hexblade's Curse on the Manticore.
Okay, cool. Okay.
And it doesn't say that there's a roll, it's just a limited use.
Hexblade's Curse.
Yeah. So do you want me to read it, or?
It was a once per short rest as bonus action. She said, 230 feet, cast it for 1 minute.
Wait a minute. Am I within 30 feet?
Where are you?
No, I am not within 30 feet.
So you're going to need to get closer.
Okay.
For 30 feet, you'd need to be kind of in this sort of area.
Okay. Couldn't make it down one more square, could I? But in that little corner there.
I mean, if you go into that corner there,
Mm-hmm.
then I would say you've got like kind of half cover if you duck behind it at the end of your turn, but you'd still be able to hit him from there. You've still got line of
Crouch
sight
like
over
you're
those.
pooping.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that then. I'll go there instead.
Okay.
I'll do the Hexblade's Curse, so I can get my bonus damage and extra crit range and all that good jazz. And I'm gonna use my action to cast Eldritch Blast.
Just blessed.
Do
Okay,
my
go and roll that with advantage.
burst of vampiric blood magic nonsense. All right, so here we go. With advantage, you said?
Oh no,
Yes.
I thought Hexblade Curse doesn't give you advantage, does it? It just gives
No,
you.
I think that's
It's a
I
plus
think that's
2 bonus.
hexed. I think it's
plus
hex that
two,
gives
yeah.
advantage.
So it's plus 2 to your damage roll, so you roll your damage and add 2.
Okay, so we'll do my hit first. 23 to hit.
Hits.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. All right, and roll my damage. Plus 10 or
Nice.
plus 4, 10 plus 2, so that's 12.
Nice.
12 points of damage.
Probably chipping
How's
away.
it
hit
It's
with
looking?
something.
It's
Son of a
looking
bitch
really hurt,
now.
isn't it?
Actually, hits
looking like it's on its
Eldritch
last
Blast.
legs, isn't it, Dungeon Master? It can barely do anything now.
Okay, so you summon the vampiric eldritch energy into your hands. It wraps around your arms. You let it go towards the Manticore, and it just takes it full in the face. And like the Manticore's looking pretty hot now. It drops its front paws like it goes into like child's pose in yoga. It drops. It goes, enough. No more. My mate needs me. No more, please, I pray. Stop this. And the Manticore kind of waves the white flag. I will take the healing potion and go. Just leave me alone. Over to you.
I mean, I kind of need that high healing potion.
do you want to give it the healing potion and let it go?
Give it the healing potion. Let us just.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
fucking heal you. Let it go.
Yeah. I'll oh yeah, right, that's right. I'm still holding the thing. So
And
yeah,
that'll
I'll
teach you to mess with us, you stupid Manticore.
I'll stand up from
Yeah, even I started it and got battered, but yeah.
I'll
We're
stand up
on
from
1 health.
I'll stand up from my crouch, and I don't know where I put the potion before I blasted the thing in the face, but I'll
In your
take
pocket.
somewhere, jacket pocket.
Your
And I'll-
RPG inventory.
Yeah, I'll take the I'll take the potion back out, and I'll
Please don't throw it.
No, wait, no, it's not.
I was like, don't.
Definitely not gonna
No,
throw it.
lady.
I'll move. I'll move. Can I move forward? Are we? I guess-
Like at the moment, the Manticore's not a threat, so we'll say we're out of combat for now.
Okay, so I'll move forward, kind of, basically between us, and I'm gonna put the. You said this was like a garden fence.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna put the bottle on top of one of the fence posts, and then step away from it.
Okay, so the Manticore
Just kind of neutral ground, and then step back to where I was.
So the Manticore comes up, walks over, kind of barges Malfeasance out of the way, and kind of just sort of gently picks the healing potion up in its mouth, and just beats its big wings, takes off in one, and it just heads off towards north, towards the Neverwinter Woods.
Well, we got fucking lucky.
Yeah,
yeah.
with a scratch. We're fine.
It is but a scratch.
I'll just kind of look over at him.
90% of his health.
You know what
It's
they
a
say
7
where
now,
I'm
I'm
from?
fine.
They say, don't get penisy.
Anyone you
no.
walk away from.
All right, let's go check on the lady.
Yeah.
Cool. So I take it we're all sort of all heading in now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll all go and confront her.
Oh, yeah, I'm going in that house. I'm hiding.
Okay. Okay, so you don't need to move your tokens and stuff. We can just.
Oh, but it's fun.
Oh, you can if you want.
I'm just glad that I can move my tokens. I couldn't last time.
Can we move the beast out of the picture now?
Do you want him gone?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
I hope I come across him again and finish him off. To be honest, I feel a bit like I feel like I've been emasculated by this thing.
No, he's away.
Can't finish him off. He wants to finish you.
As we walk
super
inside,
injured.
I'm gonna like again open my arms in like a boastful way and tell the I can't remember her name. I'm so sorry.
Adabra.
We have defeated the Manticore for you. So what? Give us something.
You're a blunt one, aren't you? Thank you for getting rid of that Manticore for me. Oh my goodness, I was terrified, absolutely terrified. Here, and she goes into her cupboard that you saw her open earlier.
The healing potion for me.
And she takes out 2 healing potions, and she pushes them into your hand, and she says, "Thank you, take these, please take these. It's all I can give you. Thank you." She pushes 2 healing potions into you. Now you have 2 lesser healing potions if you want to mark them into your inventory.
2 lesser healing potions.
Mm-hmm.
But do we all have those to
No.
call on, or is
No,
it one
just
person
me.
keeps hold of them? Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll figure that out in a second.
I didn't get hurt, so I'm not gonna touch those.
Well, I don't know if the group's going to think I deserve a healing potion after that. But
So just
I might have to walk it off and have a long rest.
So just for reference, so you understand the value of what you've just been given. A healing potion's usually about 50 gold pieces to buy. So it's
Okay, so
it's
that's pretty good.
quite a gift that you've just been given.
Okay.
So we are not here. We did not come here just to save you from a Manticore.
Yeah, there's more gold.
Well,
What?
you have to return to town.
I'm not return to.
You
I've never
have
lived
to
in the town.
return.
I'm not.
You have to return to the town. You have to go to Phandalin, whatever the fuck the town is up north.
Harbin
Phandalin.
Wester, we need to bring you to.
Phandalin.
Yeah, that place.
Harbin Wester. That jumped up
There is
pompous
a-
coward.
There is a dragon.
I know, I've seen it. The
Trolling.
white one. I've seen it. It was circling above here earlier.
Oh my god! How big is it?
It looks to be sort of. It's not an infant, but it's not a fully grown. It's not a fully grown, ancient white dragon or anything like that. It's a young, fairly young.
So
white
you're
dragon,
fine here with the dragon.
It's not
You
going to
don't wanna
bother
go
me.
back to
I've got plants and herbs and stuff like that all planted around about.
No,
here.
Manticore was bothering you.
Madam,
Yeah.
need I remind you that we just chased a Manticore off of your front lawn.
And I appreciate it. I appreciate it, and I've reciprocated that quite handsomely. I would think.
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
leaving here. This is my family
No.
home.
No. Wait. How about this? So the whole reason we came out here was to bring you back to town. So let us bring you back to town. Right?
No,
We
you
collect
say.
our gold, and then we'll bring you back to your house.
What's the point in that? So I
We
have
get the
to.
gold.
So I have to walk for 2 days.
No, this one
Just so
day.
that
It's
you-
just it was one
Yeah, but I need to
day.
get there and back. So I have to do like the better part of 2 days walking to get to Phandalin,
Yes.
so you can get
Yes.
paid some gold.
Yeah.
I've already given you
Yeah.
like 100 gold pieces of worth of healing potions. You're not.
Well,
I'm
we
not,
could al-
I'm
we
not
could
going
always
to
go and get the
Phandalin. I've
monk.
got things to do here. I'm needed here
By
We
who?
could always go and find the
by
Manticore
my
and tell him we
garden
found
and
him a
by my
meal.
ancestors.
The people in the
Are your
town
ancestors
feel-
here?
They are. They're buried on the hill out there.
I think they'll be fine.
I'm sure they will, but they
Would your ancestors not want you to be safe?
I'm sure they would, but I am safe. Manticore notwithstanding.
And dragon notwithstanding.
I'm not worried about the dragon.
Wait, why are you not worried about the dragon?
Because I'm not. I've got special plants planted around here that will deter dragons. I'll be okay.
Can we have some of those plants?
Yeah, can we leave
No,
you and take some
you
of those
can't.
plants?
You You know?
She got.
Can we make that deal?
This lady growing dragon weed in her yard. What the?
Dragnet.
Dragnet, yes, Dragnet.
It's just like dragons just all rolling about in her front yard.
So what are we going to do about this?
So
We're gonna
no,
have to-
so
what-
so I'm not coming back to Phandalin. Chontae will protect me from any dragons or anything else that happens to come by here, short of desperate manticores, which I'm sure you've driven that off and I'll never see that manticore again. I will be fine. I'll tell you what I'll do, okay? I will give you a note that you can take to Harbin Bloody Wester that explains that you've came here, that you've rescued me from a manticore, and that I have refused to leave my house because I'm safe here. I have nowhere to live in town. I have no people in town. I have no connection to the town. The people of the town don't need me there. I am needed here where I can be of use, growing my herbs and mixing my potions.
Harbinger did say that all he needs is proof. He didn't say.
How's he
No, he
going to
didn't
know that
say that-
that's the proof?
I'll stamp it with my personal seal, which Harbin knows well.
Okay.
So she goes away.
Should we do it? We just, I mean, she's not coming with us.
Yeah, she is not
That-
coming. Let's
To
just
be
just
fair,
take
if
the-
she's
Outside
coming,
of-
if she comes with us, it'll only kind of hinder us later on, won't it?
And outside of
would-
terrifying the poor woman, I don't think there's much of a way to convince her. So
that is
that-
fine. What's
the
it?
note
I could
will
roll intimidation again.
No.
Next.
That worked so well the last time.
Your intimidation, Mal. You need to rein that in. Rein it in. It's not working.
She's just going to change it to the
Why would you
manticore.
intimidate a giant beast such as a manticore? I don't understand. What?
a note with her seal will more than fulfill Harbin's terms.
I feel it should.
Yeah. Okay, so
I'm
she
more-
goes. She
I'm
goes
more
away.
inclined to intimidate Harbin for not paying us for such a note than trying to scare. the
Yeah, I
woman
feel
into
like we
complying.
True.
So she goes and busies herself. She writes you the note. Folds it up. Pours some purple wax on there. Stamps it with her seal. Hands it to you.
Is anybody
says
going
if-
for the note?
I'll take it since I've been
Yes.
talking
Okay.
to her the rest of the
All
time.
right.
And she says to you, if that pompous oaf has any problems with it, tell him he can come out of his house and he can come and speak to me about it. She puts the note into your hand and she says,
Very
thank
well.
you again. She's like, it's like now that she's calmed and now that she's sort of feels a bit more assured that you're not going to just drag her out of her house and drag her back to Phandalin.
What's her name again?
Adabra Gwyn.
Like
She-
a cadabra.
Adabra Cadabra, yeah. So
Dabra Gwen.
uh-huh.
Okay.
So her demeanour calms and she's like, once again, thank you for saving me from the manticore.
You're welcome.
You're most welcome, my lady.
Thank you. So by now it's sort of evening time. She says to you, it's getting late. The hour grows late. Where are you on your way to?
I don't know. Should we head back or should we go to the gnomes? Are we headed that way?
We're on our way to go to Nomengard, but since it is late, perhaps you would let us stay at your house so that we are not camping out in the wilderness when we know that there are orcs and manticores and a dragon.
White dragons.
She says, you're welcome to stay. I don't have, as you can see, much space inside the windmill, but you're welcome to find whatever corner of it you wish, or you can camp outside in the ruined house if you want to camp outside, or
It is just
you're
like
welcome.
home. It is
It's
just like home.
Okay, so
I've slept in worse.
cool.
Recently,
So you sort of roll out your bedrolls, you make yourselves comfortable. She comes in.
Do I get a short rest to get some health back yet?
Yeah, it'll be a long rest.
We're gonna do a long rest.
You'll
Yeah.
be getting
Okay.
a full night's sleep. Yeah. She
Okay.
comes in, with like jugs of milk and a big jug of ale and some roasted veggies and all that kind of stuff. And she sort of sets it down and she's like, "Eat, drink, please."
Oh yeah.
And she's like, I'll leave you to yourselves. I have some work to do. But thank you again. If you need anything, just shout on me. I'll be only too happy to help. And she goes up to the top floor, where you sort of hear some sort of banging and hissing and like chemistry noises and stuff like that as she's upstairs, sort of busying herself making potions.
Okay.
It's sort of late evening by this point. You've eaten your meal. You've had a drink and you're sort of settling down for the evening.
Mal.
Is there anything that you want to do?
Hello.
So I could not help but notice that you have this knack for attracting the ire of our enemies. So let me bequeath unto you this healing potion.
Well, it's very kind of you, but I mean, I feel it's kind of valuable to our future endeavors. So would a long rest not heal
Well,
me?
I don't think you want to drink it right now. You just hold it in your
Right,
inventory until you need it.
Okay, I'll look after one for now, since yes, unfortunately, sometimes my will is not quite my own, so I do act on impulse quite a few times.
That
so
is
I do
exactly what I
apologize.
see. And
I'll jump.
I would prefer that you stay standing and
I'll jump in.
doing your pew pew pew.
I'll jump in here and be like, no, she means for the next time you piss off a monster.
Exactly.
It's a little bit of that playful sort of banter we used to have now,
Yeah.
back in the old days.
Nicodemus, I don't know what you're talking about. I have never endangered us.
Bruh.
I would suggest that next time, perhaps when we encounter a hostile force, that you take just a moment to size them up compared to you, and then decide whether or not you can make them scared. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. It sounds reasonable.
I'll try to keep you alive, but I ain't got no promises.
Nyx's description of what these manticores are capable of was very scary. I did not want to fight the manticore.
But we did succeed. We should take.
I feel like we succeeded because the smiling lady was watching over us.
Mm.
Or lady, not lady. I don't know what a lady is, but it's fine.
I'll sort of my at the mention of gods, I'll sort of like my character's countenance grows a little bit dark. He doesn't say anything, but you can tell this is not his favorite topic.
He's uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable, just unhappy about it.
It's dark outside currently.
It would be now, yeah. You're probably knocking on kind of 8-9 p.m. now.
And you said we do get a long rest, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
if there's nothing else you guys want to talk about,
yet, right?
Do that before.
nothing else you want to talk about or do.
Should we ask her
outside?
about what?
Clusters of rock in the bottom right. What are those?
That's like the splinters of the door.
Oh no,
The Manticore
I think
Pepper.
you mean the are
Alright,
those
these,
graves?
the
Are those
graves.
markers?
Yeah, those are like grave markers.
Oh, those are just graves.
She did say they were out
That's the
back.
ancestors she's staying
Got
to
it.
protect. The dead people.
The dead people.
Sorry, just out of character a sec. How do I add a health potion to my inventory? Do I need to do that in D&D Beyond or?
Yeah.
Do that in D Beyond, yeah. So if you click on inventory,
Yeah.
get into it.
Is it backpack?
No, it's just manage inventory under your gold,
Inventory, and then
under your
manage
money.
inventory.
Okay.
So next to the,
Yeah.
and then it's
And if-
Add custom item? Oh no, here we
No.
go. Potion.
potion, yeah.
Just search for healing, and then it'll you can just add the one that's in the white text.
Say what?
I
I
don't.
don't know where I search.
I probably wouldn't choose
Ah.
the magic item, or sorry, the potion. I don't. I found it.
Elixir of health, would that be it?
No, it's just a potion of healing in the white text. So if you go into your inventory or manage inventory and don't select potion,
Okay.
and just type healing,
Healing.
you should see a white. The first one will be
Potion of healing. Yep.
Yeah, and then just
Okay,
add
one of them.
to your equipment or backpack or whatever.
Okay. Cool. In my backpack. Thank you.
Smashing. So, with the day's adventures behind you, an encounter with a manticore that you somehow
that
survived.
manticore.
Somehow survived at level 2.
That Manticore was like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
you settle down for your night's rest. Do you feel like you need to post a guard or take watches or anything?
I feel like we chased most dangers away. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think the fact that we
I'll
had to chase a manticore off the front yard means that we should set a watch. I mean,
take first
considering,
watch,
yeah,
Okay, just
We
by
could take
yourself.
it in
Or...
turns.
or I'll take middle watch because I'm not a magic user, so I don't have to worry about getting a straight. Or do you care about that?
As long as you
Oh,
get
okay.
a kind
I'll
of
take first.
cumulative 8 hours rest over the course of the night is fine. Okay.
I can take it by myself because then we can have double up on second and third.
Okay.
Or do
so
we?
you're,
How many watches are a night?
4.
4?
There's 5.
It depends. If you want to do 2-hour watches, it would be 4 watches.
I think
We can do
military
that.
standard's like 2 hours. So
Hmm.
I can take second watch.
Yeah, I'll take third. I might have healed a bit by then.
Okay.
I can go fourth.
Cool.
Last.
Looks like you're the only one getting a full night's sleep tonight then, Wisp. Cool.
I guess.
Your
I already
first
got my
sleep.
blankie out. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't
first
slept
watch
right in
the
70 years. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay, so the rest of you settle down for your night's sleep with Vale by herself on watch. Roll for me a perception check.
16.
16. You kind of take a couple of...
Oh, I'm sorry. 14.
14, okay. You take a couple of passes around the perimeter, you know, kind of half-hour marks into your watch. The night's still, calm, clear, moonlit.
Beautiful.
From your vantage point on top of the hill, you can see the snowy peaks of the Sword Mountains in the distance. It's a great view. The place is beautiful. Nothing's happening. Your watch comes to an end. Unless there's anything else you want to... Okay.
Nico, it's time to wake up. I need to go to sleep. I'm so tired.
I come awake pretty much immediately. Like I said, my character hasn't slept right in about 7 decades, especially not lately. So when he's nudged, he bolts awake very
Cool.
very quickly. And then stands up and gets ready for watch.
I saw nothing.
Good.
No manticores.
No man.
Sorry, I'm sleeping.
Go ahead and roll a perception check as well then, Nico.
Five.
Again, you do a couple of circuits. There's not much. You've got kind of something in your eye that you just can't quite get out, which sort of ruins your enjoyment of the view. But nothing happens.
Just mean.
It's just an
I am.
uneventful.
You know, I am carrying my dagger, the bloodletter with me, so maybe it's distracting me a little.
Or he's just lost in thought. You know, he just forgot for a second.
Yeah.
I got a lot on my mind lately.
70 years.
It's been 70 years.
I'd steer clear of comments like that while you're wearing that flat cap, Project. Okay, cool. So you again, your watch passes uneventfully. You hand off.
This is where I get taken off by a Manticore in the middle of the night.
Just get swiped.
I'll go. So I'll sheathe my
There he is.
dagger.
Intimidating me.
Just like a cat that paw right through the window.
So I'll sheathe my dagger and gently nudge Mal awake for his watch.
Yeah, Mal is kind of still injured, and but because of his foolish pride, he doesn't want to show that, so he just kind of tries to get up as quick as he can, and flicks his axe in the air and grabs it and says, "Right, off we go." And yeah, and starts his watch.
I saw, and on his way out the door, I'll say, I saw nothing, but don't let that make you don't let that make you any less vigilant. And I'll curl back up in my corner of my coat.
And I'll say it'll be just like old times,
Yeah,
Nico.
there you
I'll be
go.
back. I'll be back in a couple of hours.
Okay, cool. So your watch begins then, Mal. Roll a perception check for me.
Ultimate perception. Oh. Okay. Well, got 19, but I have a -2. It's not coming up with, so I'm guessing it's 17.
So your roll was a 19, but it's a 17 with a -2. Okay.
Yeah, I
with,
have minus.
with that higher roll, even with a minus, a nice one. The first hour of your watch goes by uneventfully. You make 2 passes around the building. On your third pass, you stop by the northernmost reaches of the fence around the property here.
Okay.
You look towards the Sword Mountains. You see, because it's such a clear night, you see the highest peak within those mountains, Icespire Peak. And as you look up at it, you see in the moonlight a sort of shimmering, bright white figure of a dragon as it launches itself into the air.
Oh.
And it wheels, it makes a couple of passes around the peak, circles, and then it flies away off to the east. So it's not coming in your direction,
Okay.
but you've seen it. You've seen it with that perception roll. You got lucky enough to see it off in the distance.
You said it was the North Peak.
Yeah, so the Sword Mountains are kind of north and east of sort of where you are just now. You're right at the foot of the bottom of the foothills, so you looked up into the mountains, and you saw the dragon sort of take off and make a couple of circles and then just head off to the east. But then, other than that, your watch ends without incident, and you hand over to Nyx for the end of the watch.
Okay, so I'll gently nudge Nyx awake, and
I'm already awake because I don't sleep. I trance.
Oh, okay. I will I will gently break you from your elven trance and let you know that, on my third watch I have spotted this dragon, well, what looks like the figure of a dragon on the North Peak. And
was it coming this way?
No, it circled a couple of times and then left. So I'm not sure what its business is.
Wake the others and alert them, or?
I mean, it didn't look like it was going to come near us, so I mean, it's up to you. I feel like it's something that we could share in the morning if people want to get rest, but
I will go back out for my watch.
Cool. Okay, watch swapped. Nyx, if you can roll the final perception check of the evening for me, please.
I hope I don't get Nyx kidnapped now. That's
very scary.
Oh my god.
The Manticore is coming back for me.
Manticore's got one person on its mind,
I
not
rolled
you.
an 18.
An 18. Excellent. So you are, because of what Malfeasance has just told you, he witnessed, you are hyper vigilant on your watch. Your elf senses and your ranger skills just turned up to 11. You watch the skies to the north and the east, where it was described that the dragon flew off. You keep an eye everywhere, but you see nothing. No sense of danger, no sense that the dragon's in any way interested in what is happening at the top of a hill in a windmill right now. Your watch ends uneventfully as the sun comes up to your left over the western reaches of the Sword Coast. Or sun's rising east, don't they? So yeah, over the hills, over the top of the mountains, you see the sunrise. A beautiful sight. Nice start to the day. You head back inside the windmill, and the others are just sort of all waking up and coming to themselves as they do. And at that, Adabra comes downstairs with a big plate of pastries and scones and bread and
Wait, roll.
Scones!
stuff, and says,
Cinnamon swirls.
She just kind of puts it down in the middle of you and says, "Oh, help yourself before you head off. Make sure that
You're
you've got
so
some.
gracious, so gracious.
Make sure that you've got some food in you. If you need anything else, just shout." And she kind of sits and she takes her
Coffee!
breakfast, coffee. She goes and she makes coffee. She sort of sits and
She's such a good host.
she
She's
is
so
lovely,
good.
isn't she? You'd saved her from a Manticore.
know.
She's pretty appreciative.
She's great.
It was only when she thought that you were going to drag her back to Phandalin that she got a bit arsey.
You really didn't like that place.
Yeah. But so yeah, so she's like sort of sits and passes the time with you. Interested in sort of hearing stories about your adventures and about where you've come from and all that kind of stuff. And she's an attentive listener. And she says to you as at the end, like she offers if anyone else wants anything else to eat. She says, if
I
you
will take a scone for the road. For the road.
road scones, lovely.
Yeah.
Road cone.
Cool. So you load up, like, well, she's not looking. You load up like a bundle of scones and pastries and stuff. Into
No, just one for me. And I'm not sneaky about it. I
okay.
could be.
Could be. And yeah, so are you done here? Setting off, ready to leave, head towards Nomengard?
Yeah.
Yes, I think we've taken advantage of her kindness quite enough.
Yeah.
For now.
So she says to you, if ever you're passing by this way again and you need more healing potions or anything at all that I can do to help you, I do sell healing potions amongst other things. If you ever need to buy any more, I am more than happy to sell them. And since we're such good friends now, you know, I'll be able to do you a little deal on healing potions if you need them in the future. But
Pretty sure we
again.
are all very poor, but we will keep that in mind.
You are most gracious, my lady, and we thank you.
You're very welcome, and thank you again. Thank you so much. So then
We shall depart.
you should depart. Lovely. So you're still thinking Nomengard is
Nomengard.
Nomengard.
Yep.
Okay. So so on the basis we will do the travel and arrival at Nomengard, but we'll wait until next session to actually start it. Nomengard's a fairly substantial dungeon. It's probably a full session on its own.
Wait, did you say dungeon?
Mhm.
Oh.
Encounter.
Well, like dungeon.
etc.
Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Dungeon as in a D&D dungeon. It's not like not like you're not going to get the, you know. It's not the kind
No, I
of,
was worried about
it's not the
that
kind of
kind of
dungeon you're thinking about, Ori.
That was
That was never implied, Scott. That was you.
I was thinking about the boss kind of dungeon.
We've had the dragon, and now we have to have the dungeon. part.
Dungeon, yeah, exactly.
I'm glad you
so-
didn't die, Project. Oh my god, we're not done yet.
said no one ever.
Oh, ouch!
Wow.
Cool.
Someone just said it. Someone just said it.
So we're back to our map of the Sword Coast. Meet a wife of Dunbridge Hill. Okay, so fucking drawing all over this thing again.
So we're like, if I can't remember the name of the town. So the town at the place, and we went southeast.
Yeah.
And and we're in those foothills right now.
So
we
yeah,
ended up stopping by her anyway.
Yeah.
Funny that, eh?
Big clawed winged distraction kind of pulled us there.
Okay, so orange circle is where you are.
Okay.
Okay. Red circle. Oh no, that's not red. Red circle is Phandalin. Green circle is Nomengard. So you're probably, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 15 miles or so. So about, what's that, most of a day's walk.
So when Mal saw the dragon, it was south and it headed east?
So the dragon, so Icespire Peak, which is the highest peak in the Sword Mountains, is at the blue circle.
Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you.
So the dragon sort of set off, like in that direction.
Along that ridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we still heading towards Nomengard?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we shall say then that the travel passes by uneventfully. You sort of hug the bottom part of the foothills for 7 or 8 miles, and then before turning south towards the bottom part of the Sword Mountains range, where you find the gnomish settlement of Nomengard. So we shall. I actually haven't. I didn't think we'd get here today. So I haven't done anything to block the map off or anything like that. So I'll just shut that down just now, actually, so you're not getting too much of a peek. And I'll give you a bit of a description of what you see on your arrival at Nomengard. So after half a day's walking, you find a stream heading south into the Sword Mountains, and you follow that stream uphill to the base of the mountains, where the erosion from a waterfall has sort of carved out like a natural kind of gully, which kind of the mountains come down to form the gully, but the stream is in the middle of the stream. There's like quite an open area, which is like the part where the waterfall kind of falls down and the spray comes up, which is quite a wide area. There are 2 small islands. One of those islands is covered in these huge red and green mushrooms, and the other one's covered in these huge purple mushrooms. The waterfall creates a cloud of mist as it plunges into the shallow pool of water. And there are several cave openings that overlook the stream, that overlook the pool. And there are rocky ledges sort of 20 to 30 feet up on the mountain, on the sides of the mountain. It's dark down here. The sun doesn't reach because you're right surrounded by the mountains, but you can make out the ledges all around, with sort of cave entrances and things like that you can see. So that brings us to the doors of Nomengard, and I think that's where we're going to leave it for today, party.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Scott. That was fun.
That was awesome.
Right.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
was really
I had a
good.
good time.
That was
was
awesome.
great.
No, I really enjoyed that. That fucking Manticore,
Our
man.
favorite part. How much-
You went easy on us. We
Yes, you did.
So that encounter's really for a low level, for like a level 2 party. That's a hard encounter. That's a Manticore gets 3 attacks on every turn, and can fly and can run fast and has a lot of hit points.
You'd have to like down tune it, like make it like a emaciated Manticore or something.
Yeah. So that,
which I guess you did.
Which is kind of what I did, yeah. So I dropped 20 hit points off it, and when you had taken more than half his health off, that was when he acquiesced.
And it makes sense too, because like you said, he was like, "Oh shit, I gotta help my mate.
Right.
If I die, she's dead, or they're dead."
She's had it, yeah. So he had 22 hit points left still, so he was still in fighting shape.
I was about to.
We don't even know how to turn yet. We could have killed him.
I mean, it was, but then
I think,
not a chance I want to take, but maybe.
After I rolled a 3 kill and a 3 damage, I was about to quit. So abandoned party.
Like if that encounter had gone differently, like a Manticore at level 2 is a potential TPK every time. Like it's not an easy beast. You guys did well. Like that's and I liked how like Mal trying to take it on and trying to like stare it down was so in character for Mal, but it was like but it's a Manticore, so the DC for an intimidation check is like it's 25 to intimidate. You're not going to intimidate a Manticore, so you're going to need to roll an intimidation check better than 25. Like even though you rolled a 20, which would normally be good enough to get past get past any check. I'm like, oh, how are you going to intimidate a Manticore? The thing knows it can take you on. So that was cool. That was a couple of really cool moments in that, guys. She did really well. I really enjoyed that. I'm just going to sort of finish up stream, but if you guys want to stay in Discord, we can have a chat about next session and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I'll hang out.
Yep,
Thanks
I'll be
again.
around. I'm gonna
Cheers, gang.